It's Tristan again from www.primaledgehealth.com, and I am now on the third week of not being on keto, and I really miss it. This is the longest I've gone being off of keto, eating carbohydrates, and oh boy, do I really want to get back on keto, but I've got to wait. Um, it's a long story, but essentially I caught some sort of a bacterial thing in my stomach and just had the runs for pretty pretty intensely for a couple weeks, several weeks, and ended up having to use good old Western medicine, and I'm on antibiotics now. I found that the only thing that was stopping the runs was if I eat a bunch of like fibery foods. So I started eating a lot of yogurt with these like flax pancakes and stuff to keep solid. And yeah, it was solid for a little while, and I started coming back. So I decided to go to a doctor, got a fecal exam, and I came back positive for this like bacteria thing that is kind of common down in Latin America. But check out that beard. The thing is getting long. I gotta cut it. My face ain't getting fat. My beard's just getting big. So, yeah, being off of keto really makes me appreciate kind of the dietary freedom that keto gives you. Now that might sound completely weird to some people because most people associate ketogenic diet with restriction of carbohydrates. Unfortunately, once you get on keto, you realize that you're free from all these other things, like having to prepare food so often, having to eat more than 1 to 2 times a day. And yeah, so a ketogenic diet for me, I can't wait to get back to that baseline state. It's been really interesting. Actually, before I started eating carbohydrates to kind of try to keep my weight up and to try to keep my electrolytes in because I'd lost so much water through this bacterial thing, I actually gained a bunch of weight back. I don't think I got fatter, but you know, I'm still pretty lean. Probably gained a little bit of fat. I'm not counting calories or grams, macros, really anything right now. I'm just trying to eat healthy, soothe my gut, doing lots of fermented foods, yogurts, taking lots of probiotics. Jessica just walked by. She's so beautiful. And just trying to heal and de-stress. Actually, the hardest part about getting sick, having to take antibiotics, that's the hardest part, is actually submitting to, okay, I'm going to take antibiotics, because I'm always trying to do things as naturally as I can. I haven't taken antibiotics in so long. I mean, I don't remember the last time I took antibiotics. Maybe like 15 years old. So I was kind of freaked out. I thought I was going to ruin my gut microbiome, and but yeah, I mean, obviously things were off balance with this bacterial thing, and I believe it came on due to stress. So kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that and how the biggest part of your immune system intimately tied into your gut, but your state of mind, wasps flying around, your state of mind, your levels of stress, these things can greatly affect your ability to recover from simple like bacteria that are common. So when you get stressed out, if you're chronically stressed, you allow yourself to go into these negative mind states for long periods of time, you're going to be ruining your immune system. So for me, the most difficult part of getting sick, taking antibiotics, all this is dealing with the mind, dealing with the mental part of it, because I believe the stress is what did it to me. And now I'm taking antibiotics, kind of start stressing about that. So for me, it's all about trying to find balance. Got to find that mental and emotional balance and have faith in the process in whatever you're dealing with. I mean, this is something minor, but I'm a big baby. I mean, when I get sick, I'm a wuss. I don't know. I can't handle it. I always want to be strong and this and that, but I mean, our bodies are vulnerable. These little meat sacks that we live in, which are not the most important thing in life, this is just the shell. These things are vulnerable, and they can fall ill. They pass away eventually. They go away. They're not here forever. So, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I was originally going to go talk about something else with this video, but ended up giving you a little rant on why I haven't been in ketosis for 3 weeks and why I miss it so much. So the things that I miss about keto: high-fat foods, so delicious. Been eating a lot of yogurt now and doing flax pancakes and still getting fats in. Lots of bone broth still, of course. So a lot of my staples are still there, but I just really miss the feeling of ketosis as well. The feeling of keto is awesome. Carbohydrates are delicious. I'm also doing honey. Honey, I believe that honey is a really powerful healing food. So honey is one of the things I kind of implemented before I went to the doctor and said, all right, get a fecal exam, figure out what's going on in my gut. But honey is a really nice, healing, soothing food, and a lot of carbohydrate-based foods are very good. When people get into keto and they get afraid of carbs, I ain't afraid of carbohydrates. I like them. They have their place. I think seasonal ketosis is a great thing, and I'm in 3 weeks already. I've been out of keto, so I'll probably end up going 4 to 5 weeks at least. And it's not the ideal situation for me, but I feel like it's something I got to do. I don't want to be readapting to ketosis right after I get off of antibiotics. It's just, to me, that wasn't a good idea. But we've got a trip planned in 10 days from now, and I don't want to travel if my gut's still messed up. I don't want to be putting more stress on myself. So all this has been a little bit hectic for me internally. Luckily, my wife and daughter are just the most amazing beacons of light, and they don't seem very affected by it. And I try not to leak out my stress to them. But yeah, just kind of stressing in the mind and letting these little things get to me. And when you do that, chronic stress, allowing yourself to be in that stressed out mind state, will mess up your immune system and will send shock waves through the whole system. So you got to keep that mind right. Keep focused on what's good. Keep focused on what you want, not what you don't want. The mind is very powerful. And yeah, don't know where else to go with this. It's already kind of long for a video that's not really content driven. This is more like a personal vlog. Kind of wanted to share my thoughts with you guys on why I haven't done a video for a week. I love coaching people on keto, and I love being in ketosis. But I got 3 weeks out of keto, and I've just been trying to rest and recuperate and kind of heal my gut. And so as soon as I possibly can, I'm going to be back in ketosis. For all the naysayers who don't like keto, maybe we'll say that I got sick, I got this infection because of keto. I don't know. I don't believe that I got a bacterial diarrhea from keto, but I don't know. Stress can do pretty bad things to your immune system when you start messing around with and holding on to stress and playing with those little games in your mind, allowing yourself to submit to that. Gnarly things can happen to your body. It just opens you up, makes you vulnerable. So stay off the stress train. Stay off of that. That's what I'm trying to do today. I'm still working hard. I got no days off. I'm still meeting with clients, doing my best to do my best. But hey, we can always do better. We can always do better. And this kind of experience really makes me appreciate a lot of the things in life, and really makes me grateful. So be grateful for your health. There's always somebody dealing with something way worse than what you're dealing with. And not that should make you feel better, but should put it in perspective that whatever situation you're in, no matter how messed up your body is, hey, we're really, really blessed to be alive. And to be able to move around, just to be able to walk around. I was on the toilet for like a week, like almost every day for like 5-6 times a day. That wasn't fun. And I've got an uncle. He's got cerebral palsy. He's almost 60 years old, and he spent almost his entire life bedbound in a wheelchair. My grandmother was taking care of him, very rarely getting outside, very rarely seeing other people, seeing other things, and he gets so happy when you bring him out. And I haven't seen him in years. Last time I saw him, I was a little kid. We're going to visit him soon. Hopefully don't have to postpone the trip due to my silly sickness here. I don't know if it's a good idea to be flying and doing a lot of traveling right after a course of antibiotics. Really want to get the body right and get the body straight before I do anything traveling. And traveling could be a little stressful. Anyways, been ranting and raving for 10 minutes now. Hope everyone's doing good. I'm going to be back on keto as soon as I can. I miss my keto foods, miss that feeling. But yeah, don't be afraid of carbohydrates. Nothing wrong with carbs. I think a seasonal ketogenic diet is a great way to go, where you do keto for 3 months, 6 months, and then transition to carbs for a few weeks and then go back. I think that metabolic flexibility can be beneficial. I've said from the beginning, I'm not all about all or nothing. So yeah, I miss my keto, and still going to be putting out content, of course. Still coaching, still doing our thing, still moving forward. But I just really want to get back into ketosis. Can't wait to get back. So we'll see you next time. Hit us up, www.primaledgehealth.com. I'm coming back. Don't worry.